What's interesting about
I
sexual
find it very
acts?
interesting that the very sexual acts that happen to most of us in our childhoods in the form of molestation from family members, siblings, community leaders, whomever, and rape, things like that. The very act that robbed us of our innocence and introduced us to perversion is the very act that we seem to now as women believe that we must engage in order to have love. It's so interesting how sex is really weaponized when it's not used in the proper realm, when it's not used in the way that it should be, which is in a kingdom of God covenanted marriage between a man and a woman. It's just so interesting how the tables are turned. The very thing that some of us were frightened by or did not look forward to, is the very thing that we offer up in the name of love or for the sake of a relationship, and allow ourselves to be devoured and consumed in these narcissistic relationships with these men who are, in fact, they are possessed with spirits. It's an unclean spirit that is dwelling within someone that could tell you that they love you, but abuse you, but afflict you, but traumatize you. That's not of God. That is wicked. And I just find it interesting. It's very interesting, but I thank God for his purifying me. The one thing, well, there's many things, but one of the things that I value about being pure, being celibate for going on 3 years now, is that I am no longer defiling my body. My body is my Father's temple. And the more that I spend time with him and he cleanses me and heals me, and it goes all the way back to my childhood from when that first began, and the distorted views that I had about sex and about all of those things, and how I participated in sinful sexual acts and all of those things. But now I see why God really desires us and why it's in his laws for us to abstain and refrain from sexual immorality and sexual fornication, because they are ways in which you open doors to the spirit realm. And you open doors to evil spirits to connect with you, and the spirits that you have collected along the way too, from our own sinful inclinations, because we are not angels. We have to really give our lives to God, and really allow him to cleanse us and heal us, because we are a willing participant in our own demise, because we choose to be in these relationships which are not founded in God. They're not rooted in godliness, and that is the reason why the fruits, all of the abuse, the trauma, all of those things that we endure as women in abusive relationships